As you probably know, World of Tanks has released a new tank to the super test. It's a WZ-113-II. I'm going to quickly run down the stats. It is a tier 8 heavy tank of the Chinese tech tree with the 114 tier 10 heavy tank hull and the Object 140 tier 10 medium tank turret, resulting in a heavy tank on tier 8 with 320 damage, 215 base penetration with 265 gold penetration, 10 seconds real time, 1920 DPM to be precise, 2.3 seconds aim time, 0.39 accuracy, 4 degrees of gun depression, yikers, 40 kph top speed, 15 kph in reverse, 15 HP per ton ratio, decent hull and turret traverse, and good armor with 1550 HP to spare, and lastly 380 meters of view range. Now, that sounds all in all, if you break it down, pretty decent. You know, it's a more armored, same-ish speed 110. So basically it's better than 110, which kind of removes the point of the 110 if you ask me, but then again it does never had a use because it is between a good IS-2 variant and a good tier 9 tank. It's just an XP drain. It's really not good, you know, really not good. But now, you might say, but 2.3 seconds aim time is great and 0.39 accuracy is good. But then you see the title of the video and you're like, let's talk about balancing tanks with gun handling. Because that thing's soft stats suck moose balls. And it's not the first time that this has happened so far when it comes to tanks. Let's just look at the Object 590. The 590 was exactly the same, a tier 9 medium tank with a reversed auto reloader, and guess what? It has bad gun soft stats. It doesn't know how to hit on the move. For the WZ-113-II's case, we are looking at a spicy 0.25 accuracy on the move and 0.14 during turret traverse. Yikes. This thing, or this accuracy values are comparable to the one of the EMIL 1951 or the EMIL 1. It is bad and it is frustrating, and let me explain why I think it is a bad way to balance tanks. Seriously. Just don't give it bad gun handling and put this thing on tier 9. What is the problem with that? I don't get it. Is it because money? So you can sell this tank as a Christmas loot box? Might be the point. I get it. Wargame is a company. But that's the problem. We've had now countless tanks with dog shit accuracies on the move. Object 274A, it's a tank which I absolutely hate, and anyone which says that this tank is good, I don't know. Maybe it's looking revenue better than thinking of his own proper opinion. Because the tank, the Object 274A, has such atrocious gun handling that you cannot even think of moving your hull an inch. You are going to miss. You are going to miss every single shot you're doing. This is incredibly frustrating, and it's not fun for the consumer. I'm the consumer of that product, aka the tank. It is super frustrating. It doesn't spark joy. What does spark joy is when I, as a good player, get rewarded for good aiming and good positioning. So if I'm now sitting here and thinking like, damn, I missed yet again because I slightly moved my hull and the tank has atrocious hull aiming. I wanna die. It's not fun. It's generally not fun. I get why wargaming does this like this, but it's, for me as the consumer of that product, just simply absolutely hateful to play. It's the same with the 122TM. It is very slow and it has very, very bad gun handling. Like, it is good accuracy when you're fully aimed in, but if you decide not to fully aim in, you can go suck a wee-wee. It's simply frustrating to just try to think you're going to hit maybe in the blue moon when the planets align every 1000th century. It's just frustrating. So, in my opinion, wargaming should just forget about giving this tank super bad accuracies on the move values and just push it to tier 9 and balance it there. Because this tank, seriously, it is a tier 10 hull with a tier 10 medium tank turret, which is pretty decent. So why the hell do we have to put it with okay-ish values on tier 8 and castrate it? Like, I can see it already coming when the first reviews come out, if this is a premium tank and if the stats stay like this, because those are characteristics to change, which is good, hence I'm doing the video about it. But it's a thing in general, which is just super annoying. It's just super frustrating to me personally. It's the same with the Rinoceronte. I really like the concept of the Rinoceronte. You don't have good DPM, you have decent hull armor, and you have decent turret armor. Yes, those cheeks are a little bit weak on the weaker side if you're on the flat surface. People can spam heat through it. And the best thing is, if you're aiming at a person, if you're aiming at an enemy, boop, boop, you have this little hat here, which is a weak spot, and it's always there. So if you want to be a smarty pants player, you're raising your gun when you're not shooting at the enemy to hide this weak spot. That is great. That's great overall. That's good penetration. It's good accuracy. Has good aim time, but it sucks moose balls in its goddamn accuracy on the move. It's just frustrating to play. You have bad DPM in the Rinoceronte, and you are not that fast. You're actually slower than a tier 8 tank and a tier 9 tank. So where is the upgrade? It's definitely not the armor, because suddenly you have a huge weak spot yet again, which the tier 9 didn't have. And maybe it's a better gun depression. Well, it's 1 degree from 9 to 10. Oh boy. But you know what? You actually lose in the DPM range a little bit compared to the tier 9. So where exactly is the upgrade? Oh yes, you have more alpha. But then, oh wait, you cannot hit anything on the move because you have bad accuracies on the move. So yeah, it is a frustrating and absolutely atrocious gaming experience you can have. So I seriously do not understand why Wargaming is just introducing that to just frustrate their players and not making the product interesting. I understand that when I'm saying, yo, the Rinoceronte should have better gun dispersion values on the move, that it might be strong right now. Duh! Obviously it's going to be strong when you buff a value of a tank. But then again, this tank already has atrocious DPM, even if you're not using the auto-reloading drum and you are always just using the last round. It still has very bad DPM. And then you might say, but it's an amazing ult down tank, so it's going to be OP. Yes, but no, as it has the big cupola weak spot. And that's the point. And now we're getting probably another tank in this way. So I can see it already coming. People are driving, people are trying to have fun, people are driving on cliff, on Serene Coast, Serene Coast, driving with their heavy, with this mobility into their hold down spot, trying to get hold down with 4 degrees of gun depression. It's super hard, it's super annoying, but it works somehow. It somehow works. So yeah, you're sitting there, you're in your hold down, and you're like, oh boy, I have a great position, having fun, hooray, and you are moving a little bit your hold to get into a better position, and you're missing because suddenly your aim circle, which was like this, makes whoosh, and it's like this, and you're like, ah! Seriously, don't. Just don't. Like, honestly, give this tank, like, I don't know, 12 seconds, 13 seconds reload time. But don't give it bad gun handling. It's so frustrating. Like, seriously, when I was free marking the 274A, I just wished that the person which balanced this tank is only allowed to play bad tanks with bad gun handling. Because it is just something so frustrating, inherently frustrating, when you have good aim, you have good knowledge of the game, and you're just getting screwed over because the circle is just bigger than your mom. You know, it's so dumb. It's so frustrating. It's so dumb. And they're doing it over and over and over and over again. So please, can we talk about this in the comment section below? Can we please just give the information out there that a lot of people do not like bad gun handling tanks. And again, a lot of people will take a hit to DPM to not have goddamn useless gun handling. Seriously, that's just the point. The Rinoceronte could be such a nice tank if it would be a little bit quicker and it would actually have decent gun handling. It would be a great tank. It wouldn't be OP, it wouldn't be good, it wouldn't be a Super Conqueror, Kranwagen, etc. But it would be playable and had fun mechanics and a fun minigame in itself, you know? So yeah, that was my video about this mechanic, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a different take on some things. Because again, we already talked about this. Let me know in the comment section below if you actually want to see quick reviews of such preview vehicles and not just a dragged out 10-minute detailed preview. My name is RagingRaptor, thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment to beat the algorithm so we can grind out some more sizes. Cheers, and I'll see you around.